Hi everybody, welcome to another video on the Handmade. I hope all of you are doing well and keeping safe. I am at it again with another resin project. I started this one more than 2 weeks ago. I've been under the weather, so I'm just now able to edit and upload it. I did it the same time as I did this video, that one that was posted, so you can probably tell what I plan to do today. And as you see, the number of different colored resin mixtures that I have there, that's probably a clue that I will be attempting to do marble effect. As you look at my molds, you can probably tell that this time around is going to be a little bit more challenging because I'll be making much smaller items, not keychains, but earrings, and these earring molds are shallow and small. The plan is basically to do the same thing that I did in that previous video with the keychains. So I'm using 2-part epoxy resin, and I portioned them out and colored them with the different mica powders. For the white though, I used liquid pigment. I did get an idea to try the marble effect with UV resin, so that is something that I definitely plan to do thanks to the comment of this lovely person. So on the screen, I'm using 2 pipettes to put 2 different colored resin in this tiny gemstone mold. I use this mold to make stud earrings. And this is almost immediately after the resin was mixed, so it's quite liquid. I did not wait for the resin to thicken because 1, I wanted to see if we can get the marble effect with the resin being runny still, and 2, this mold is so small that I fear that if I wait for it to thicken up, then the pieces are going to be filled with bubbles. So these gemstone molds are kind of a test for this project to see how it will look if I used runny resin to create the marble effect. The cavities are so tiny that I can barely get 3 drops in it to kind of create anything really, so that's going to be interesting to see. I allowed a few minutes to pass so that the resin could thicken up a little bit, so that I can create the marble effect the way that I did with the keychains. So basically I put gold streaks or gold patterns to the bottom of the mold, and then I alternate white and another color to create the marble effect. For the first cavity there, I forgot what I was supposed to do, so I put down some white first, but now you see me going back in with the gold to try and make sure that I got something pretty on the bottom of the cavity, which is going to be the back of these earring pieces. I still want the back to have a little bit of something going on around there. So as I said, I'm alternating the colors, the white and the colored one, in this case brown. And then I realized that, wait, since we're making matching pairs of earring, I'm supposed to be doing the pair at the same time so that I can get the 2 pieces to look like a pair. It's hard enough when you're making handmade earrings to get the pair to match, but with something like the marble effect that has patterns, it's gonna be even more challenging. So it's important for me to work on the 2 pieces at the same time. So that's what I did throughout. I also had a little bit of oopsies with the frame of the video. As you can see, the bottom of that mold that I'm working on is out of frame, and I did not even realize. So that's why I had to expand the screen so that you can see more clearly what I'm doing. But yeah, things like that happens. I'm still getting used to the filming. Even though I have done so many videos at this point, it's still a challenge. Anyways, it's really kind of challenging to create any kind of pattern in the tiny molds, as you can see there. But I'm really just doing the best that I can. I refrained from taking a stir stick or something to do any mixing of the resin in the cavities because I did not want them to be too different. I would prefer for them to be matching and to mirror each other than for me to make swirls in them and then they don't match and don't mirror each other. And I honestly just did not trust my abilities to get it right. So I left them as is, even though it is clearly not giving the marble effect look. What do you think? Do you think they look like marbles? I don't, but I still do like the pattern. That's the thing with using this mold or trying the marble effect. There is no element of surprise there. we see the finished piece even before we're finished with it. So that's the one thing that I don't like about doing the marble effect so far. But this is a couple days ago after I have recovered and was able to continue this project. So after doing the pours, I did go back in with some gold streaks. It seems like I accidentally deleted that footage because I don't have it. So all I'm doing now is to dome the top part of these pieces, and I'm using 2-part epoxy resin to dome the pieces. So the way that I dome, I leave the pieces in the mold and I'm slowly pouring the resin on top of it. Because the pieces were finished slightly below the top of the cavities, when I add the resin to it to dome it up, it did not overflow. Of course, I have to be careful that I don't put too much on it, but in doing it this way, it has been fine so far. And for those pieces that finished just on top of the cavity, I put just the tiniest amount of resin on it and just use the stir stick to just spread it around so that there's nothing to run over. I haven't done much doming in the past, but in doing it this way, I have not had any issues. So this is the way that I will continue to do it. So this is the next day, and unfortunately there's no big reveal because we're looking at the finished products right now. There's no point even showing me unmolding them. Maybe the only point of interest are the backs. I really do like some of the backs. Some of them turned out really pretty, but they didn't match. So that's the only thing. I've included pictures so that you can see them better and to get a clearer picture of each of the pieces. And as expected with the test piece in the tiny gemstone mold, they didn't come out with the marble effect because I really wasn't able to create any kind of pattern based on how I dropped the resin in the cavities. I do really like the finished pieces, and I do think they have a nice professional look to them, so I really like that. I think that is what doming does for the pieces. When they are domed, it gives it a nice professional finished look, which is really nice. Anyways, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching as always, and thank you to all of the new subscribers who joined us on our little journey here. Thank you so much. Can't thank you enough. Appreciate your stopping by and spending the time with us. I hope you come back again soon. So take care for now. Bye.